This is Terrence Banks with Information Age Financial Solutions, and want to come across a great article I read at the economiccollapseblog.com. If you're not familiar with that site, get familiar with it. It has some great articles, and this is one that just brings to my attention. And it was last week, actually, I found out about it, but I just wanted to talk about and highlight some of the dates, and particularly March 15th. March 15th is a day to remember and one to pay attention to. The article talks about a lot of the closings going on in terms of the retail space, but particularly I want to scroll down and kind of highlight some of the things that David Stockman stated. He used to be a budget director for the Ronald Reagan administration, and he said, and I just want to kind of read this a little bit to you, a little bit verbatim, because it's actually very important. This is the greatest suckers rally of all time. Just highlighting one of the excerpts here. It's based on pure hopium. This is not opium. This is not the creator of this. He's talking about David Stockman itself. Today's debt is $20 trillion. You know, funny, it's 20 trillion. When you was a kid, we used to say trillions and gazillions. Now those numbers are reality. It's 106% of GDP. Trump is inheriting a built-in deficit of 10 trillion over the next decade under current policies that are built in. I think what people are missing is this date, March 15th, 2017. That's the day that this debt ceiling holiday that Obama and Boehner put together right before the last election in October of 2015. That holiday expires. The debt ceiling will freeze in at $20 trillion. It will then be law. It'll be a hard stop. The Treasury will have roughly $200 billion in cash, where burning cash is $75 million a month. By summer, they will be out of cash. This is not my words. It's not a play. I'm reading exactly from the article. Then we will be in the mother of all debt ceiling crisis. Everything will grind to a halt. I think we will have a government shutdown. There will be no Obamacare repeal and replace. There will be no tax cut. There will be no infrastructure stimulus. There will be just one giant fiscal bloodbath over a debt ceiling that has to be increased and no one wants to vote for. This is something to be paid attention to for March 15th. It's a big date, and I'm curious to see how it's going to play out. We've been, a lot of stuff on the web is trying to time things, and I'm not big on time. I'm just curious because this is a date that's coming up, and it's just the last time they've had a debate on the budget and hitting this debt ceiling, there was a shutdown. But that was then, and this is now. But I'm curious to see how they're going to continue to play this out. We're looking at, unprecedented times. And Information Age Financial Solutions, I'm just trying to keep abreast of everything. And if for your family, look out for these things so you're not caught off guard. Mark that down as March 15th is a day to pay attention to. Take a look at that article from the economiccollapseblog.com and Retail Apocalypse, and hold your seat, pay attention. If you haven't gotten some, get some silver, get some canned goods and stuff like that. Not saying everything's going to come to a halt through that time. I'm just curious to see how they're going to play it out once you hit that debt ceiling, and now that President Obama is not in office and Trump is in. Until the next article, next time we talk, if this has been any information that's been helpful to you, please subscribe, or please leave a comment below.